Hello, Connor here. Today we are going to spend an hour writing Impermanence, which we explained in the first blog. It's a very complex topic, very deep topic, lots of perspectives, very spiritual topic as well. And if you can follow it correctly, life-changing too. Interesting. We will also be making a video, meditations, day 56 to 58. Should be good. And then we'll finish off creating some small suffering reels. We only have 2.5 hours today, so we'll see how much we can get done. And yeah, let's just get into it, shall we? So we'll set a little timer for writing, because we can't spend the whole time writing, but we figured the first hour is probably more inclined to writing because we have more brain power, and the second hour can involve some video creation. So that is our task for today. Let's get up Impermanence. And hopefully the stream doesn't cut out. It's been doing that a lot lately, which uploads 2 videos instead of one big stream, but until we get the Wi-Fi extender, we may just have to put up with that, which is unfortunate. I will try and catch it with the phone internet if it is starting to disconnect, but yeah, no promises. So okay. Influence on the nature of all things. A wall before you, although perceived to be a still inanimate object, is actually taking effect to constant fluctuation. Atoms, which represent a wall before us, are constantly changing and rearranging before us. Though this minute Zupang, hello, how are we? Welcome. We're in a better state today. Sorry about yesterday. I was all over the shop yesterday. Couldn't really think too straight, but we're back. How are you doing, Mr. Zupang? Perceived this is actually taking effect to constant atoms, minute change is not within our human perception. It is a foundation of impermanence. Things are always changing. Everything will change, as this is their innate nature. When it is understood that a wall is constantly moving to the point one day it will fall to become dust and rubble, this is what it means to understand the fluctuating nature of all of life. Instead of resist it, we can flow with it instead. We too are a representation. Permanence. As usual, the usual chill guy state. Chill guy Zupang. How are you doing with that with the loneliness stuff lately? I know last week you were a little down without having a partner to accommodate you. How are you doing today? Our body's ever changing. To the point they perish. Coming. Is ever changing to the point one day they perish. Is music too loud? Going ham. Maybe it's just this song. Here we are. You and Sean were getting along yesterday. That was funny as. I was out of it, so I was glad you two were having a yarn, having a chat, having some fun. One day they perish. The point, one day they perish, nothing more than it. Just too full on. The ground. Yeah, that sense of loneliness sinks in my heart. No. It's fine as long as it doesn't resurface. Yeah. Oh. You do have to come into like, I don't know, find that solitude, that's the main thing. Because if we hold on to it, if it's deep within your heart, then it's like, as soon as you see other couples having a blast, it might resurface. And you don't want that resurfacing on a constant basis. You gotta find the peace and acceptance of the solitude you have. Yeah, that's it, the solitude. Once we're happy with our solitude, then there's no need to be lonely. There's no need to feel loneliness because we're happy with ourselves and we're happy with how we pursue the world. Plus you're 22, Zupang. No rush, mate. I'm almost 24. And do you see me with a partner? No rush, mate, no rush. It'll come when it comes. Bodies ever change to a point, one day they perish, nothing more than a decomposing body in the ground. Harsh reality of it, we are going to be decomposing bodies. This means ever moving. All to represent. There's like the science behind it, maybe. No rush. That's it, Mr. Zupang. No rush whatsoever. Plus you're on holidays, there's nothing to be sad about. We were talking about sadness and the meditation this morning, which we will create that video in a little bit. But we're essentially saying like, it's not that we can get rid of sadness, like maybe we can. It's that we can stop it, we can stop compounding it. So naturally we, sometimes we feel happy, sometimes we feel sad. It's like a Richter scale, you know? And it's not... We're gonna need sadness to be happy. But then we can get to a state where we not get rid of sadness, but we figure it out enough to the point we can obtain a happier state. It's so sadness, we feel it. Sometimes we feel it for no reason, sometimes we feel it due to things, and to compound onto it is to like dwell on it or delve into it further. So loneliness, for example. If we were to be lonely, I was to delve into, oh, I'm so alone, no, life sucks, It's not treating me fairly, or this is just so sad, I'm lonely, I'm worthless, no one likes me, stuff like that. That's called compounding that sadness. So you naturally feel sad, then we compound it. I fly earlier on the other side of a wall. Your flatmate is on the other side of a wall. Just would rather hang out with someone else for some company. Yeah, well, for company. You're like, you can see your flatmate now, or like they're in a different room to you. Like, are they in a different little place? Or you can easily access and speak to them when you feel like it. Yeah, but essentially it's not compounding the sadness. Rather, it's coming into acceptance of how we feel on that day. And accept it and still pursue life. Still do what you're going to do from that place of acceptance. And instead of sadness and dwelling and becoming more sad, we can come from acceptance, and then we can do stuff with this acceptance. And a different room. Do you want to hang out with him now, or you need people time? Do you need people time, Mr. Zupang? Someone to talk to. We can jump in Dissy if you want. Jump in Discord, you can have a chat with me. We will be working, but we can still have a chat. I'll leave that in your hands. I'm just gonna go bathroom. Give me 2 seconds. Let's go. You don't want to hang out with him too much. Yeah, I'll jump in Dissy, mate. Go to the community channels, they're right at the bottom. Right at the bottom. Probably put them higher, but we'll figure all of that out. Get in here, Mr. Zupang. Adam's in the wall too. Adam's in.
Hello?
Hello, Mr. Zupang. How are we?
I'm good. How are you?
Wonderful, mate. Wonderful.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Are you enjoying your night so far?
Huh?
You enjoying your night so far? Your
Yeah,
nights?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. What have you been up
Yeah.
to?
Just chat. Just chat with you, watching your stream.
Oh yeah. So I'm starting so late. I don't mean to. Just getting it. It's always the
Ah,
sleeping
it's
pattern.
okay.
Always the sleeping pattern. Though
It's
it's
okay.
better than yours.
I can adjust back to my regular, normal
Yeah. What's your normal?
schedules.
What's
What's my
normal?
normal schedule?
Yeah.
It's like sleeps at 10, 10 p.m.
10 to 6 sort of
like
thing.
before 10 p.m.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did. I was like this, like literally during like New Year. I
Yeah.
literally slept at 8 p.m. or 10 p.m.
Wow.
and woke up at like 5 a.m.
That's
something like
crazy.
that.
Yeah. To think now
Yeah,
you're
yeah,
going to bed at 3 o'clock, even later.
yeah. It's cool. I can adjust.
Which one do you prefer?
Well, if I don't have, well, because I want to watch your stream, so I guess I'll
Wow.
choose this one.
We don't want to
Yeah.
mess up your sleeping pattern just for a stream. I'll start streaming at 12
Nah,
in the morning.
if I like have early classes, I may like skip the stream.
Yeah.
And I'll watch the record.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah, the stream record,
I'll start streaming
something.
at
Yeah,
1 at night, so you can jump on.
yeah, that'll be like
Just
afternoon
set an
for me.
alarm for
But
me.
it's really the time zone. The time zone's
Yeah,
really
the
stuck. It's
time
like
zone's crazy.
sometimes I may have classes in the afternoon. Yeah, but
Yeah.
we'll see. We'll see. Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe I can share you with my schedule,
Yeah,
something
sounds
like that.
good.
Timetables.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
have classes right now, do you?
No, it's
No.
until the 3rd of February.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
No, that's good. Busy, busy
yeah.
man, mate. Lots of
Busy,
classes,
busy.
lots of things to attend to.
Yeah, I hope so. In the future.
In the future, yes.
Yeah,
I mean, study lead somewhere. And with that touch in philosophy, mate, you'll know the whole universe.
yeah. But it's like the minor starts. The minor will start in the 3rd semester,
Yeah.
and I'm currently jumping to my 2nd semester. So
What's
yeah,
in your
it's
second
gonna be alright.
semester? What will you be
It's
learning?
basically my major, so I'll be study like it's like classics or classical studies.
Yeah.
And in the curriculum, I'm supposed to learn basic
Eh,
Asian Latin or Asian Greek,
Oh,
which I just checked the grammar rules and whatever. Oh, it's so challenging. It's like it has like three like
isn't Greek
genders.
like one of
But
the hardest languages? Well, I know it's not Greek,
I've
but I just heard
I have
Greek.
no idea. It's just I don't really want to start learning a new language from like scratch. It's just like it's just so painful.
Yeah, no, that's gonna be tough. That's gonna be
Yeah.
big tough. And you gotta do that in like a semester. Just like learn.
Yeah, I think so, but it's said that it's just very basic. So I guess it'll be fine. But
Okay.
I just don't know what kind of study for my master program.
Yeah.
So I'll just see what I can do the
No, you'll smash it.
second semester.
Hopefully basic
Yeah,
means
yeah.
like you're just learning to say hello and stuff.
Yeah, or maybe just
You gotta
the
go up in percent and all
alphabetics.
you gotta do is read the alphabet. How nice.
Yeah. Wow.
Definitely not. Maybe you have to do a play or something in a different language.
Oh, I hope not. Maybe just reading.
Reading.
Yeah, I didn't read. I didn't read, but it's like it's in English. I read them in English, which is fine. But I guess I don't have to. I guess I will possibly just learn some like special terms in Asian Greek or Asian Latin.
Like
It's
necessary
like
terms.
Yeah. Guess so.
Hopefully. Learning a
Yeah,
new
yeah.
language, it's character building for sure.
It's but Asian like ancient Greek,
Yeah, I've never
like
heard of
Greek.
Asian Greek. Or,
Yeah, Greek may be useful because Greek still exists, but Latin is like non-existent anymore.
yeah.
It's extinct.
Would you have people speaking Greek in Hungary?
I guess no. Hungarians we
Maybe.
just speak Hungary,
Hungarian.
Hungarian
So many
or
languages.
German.
Or German, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, I've never heard of Asian Greek. I've never heard of like
Yeah,
the
it's
cross language.
yeah. Actually, like when I was picking my major, I was like, I wanted to major in philosophy because like that's my like initial intention.
Yeah,
But like due to like some limitations, I could only opt for
a minor.
classics.
Right.
And minor in philosophy in that case. And honestly, if it's not like classics, but like American literature or just English literature in general,
Mm,
I'll be so happy to do that. But
yeah.
yeah, you gotta compromise.
You gotta
It's
do all
cool. It's cool.
sorts of stuff, yeah.
Yeah, it's cool.
What makes you
It's
so
cool.
interested in philosophy?
It's just like I want to
Ooh.
learn critical thinking. Like when I was in high school, like I was in like it's a little bit complicated. It's not like my high school was not an international school, but it was more like I was in the international department of that private school, and
Yeah.
so like I had like most of my teachers are Americans or British
Mm.
people, and something like that. Wait, did I want to, what
Philosophy.
were we
Why are you
talking about?
interested in philosophy?
Oh, philosophy. Yeah.
Yes.
So and like we were just like advertising like Westerners for their critical thinking. That's what Western education is about.
You reckon,
And
yeah.
I was just like fascinated by it.
Right.
And now I was like, yeah, I wanna, cause like philosophy is more about like it's great about critical thinking and logics, and I
Yeah.
just want to focus more on logics and being more
Logics.
critical.
Yeah, no,
Mm-hmm.
that's a good motive to have. Because essentially, philosophy is about like identifying things in life,
Mm-hmm.
or life itself, in a sense. So you definitely got to be
Yeah.
logical to like
Mm-hmm.
pick up things that make sense
Yeah,
rather
be
than
more.
have been depicted already. And two,
Yeah,
critical thinking so that we can elaborate on the thoughts we have. Elaborate
yeah,
on
be
the
more
things we see
rational.
and understand. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's good. Do you have any
Mm-hmm.
topics in psychology, I mean in philosophy, you're interested in?
Philosophy,
Yeah.
like I just want like focus on logics and reasoning, deduction, induction. But I may uh choose some other passes in the future. Like I'll see what catches my eye.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll see. I
Yes.
still have like yeah 1 year or two to go. No, 1 semester or two to go, so it's fine.
Nice. Nice.
hmm
Get this done, do whatever you wish with it, and there's plenty of pathways forward. Philosophy is
Thank
awesome
you.
though, because it allows you to like actually understand a bit of life, which is nice.
Yeah, well, my program, my program is not that good for philosophy, I suppose.
Yeah, it's not good for
Yeah,
philosophers.
because the program name is literally it's so long. It's like art history, classics, ethics,
Yes,
film and visual studies, philosophy within liberal arts BA. Like within liberal arts BA is like in brackets.
and it sounds
So
pretty
it's like
sick. Sounds
yeah,
like you
so it's
know a
like
bit of
very
everything.
yeah, but not like
Pure
go
philosophy.
deep in
Yeah,
something like that. I
you got to
guess
do a lot of other
yeah,
stuff
actually
as well.
yeah. I wanted to like actually before when I was like when I was applying for like humanity bachelors, I actually wanted to like apply for a a university in Belgium, but it
Yeah.
was like too complicated for Chinese citizens. So it's like
Right.
I didn't like, and then also the deadline was very close. So I was like, I'm not
The
gonna do
what
it.
was?
Uh, uh, you mean the name of the university or
What was
like
cruel?
to apply for a apply for a real philosophy bachelor program?
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was like that that it's a Belgian university and
Yeah.
just requires extra credits
Right.
like
You gotta
from
be.
Chinese citizens.
It's like top tier sort of thing.
Yeah, it needs like it needs some validation uh for like notarization,
Right.
something like that
Yeah.
from Chinese citizens.
You're right.
Yeah,
You can't really
'cause
just travel over and study. You gotta like have something to get you there in a sense.
yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
Chinese are used to. It's cool, it's cool. Don't worry.
It's unfortunate, but
Yeah,
sounds like you've still
it's
figured stuff out.
hmm yeah, it's cool, it's cool. It's fun.
Plus, you can always
There's
indulge
always
in
a
critical
solution.
thinking in your own time.
Yeah, pondering.
Pondering. It's essentially it.
Yeah, yeah,
If you think about things,
yeah.
you're critical thinking.
hmm
And if you think about things, or not really. If you think about things, you're thinking. If you think about things in depth, and you continue to build upon that depth, that is critical thinking.
hmm
You can do it while you meditate.
What do I meditate?
You can do it while you meditate. Critical thinking.
Oh yeah,
It's very
right.
good for it actually.
But actually, when I meditate, I don't like I don't know if that's a proper meditative state.
Hmm.
I don't think about things when I meditate.
No, that's
I like
that's
empty
good.
myself.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the
I
med.
don't think usually.
No, that's mindfulness meditation. Essentially,
hmm
emptying yourself completely so that you can
Yeah,
experience life in the moment for what it is. And you
exactly.
kind of become. Do you notice after meditating, you kind of like your thoughts are just less rampant. They're
Mm.
like running wild. Sorry, I shouldn't use. Like they're running. They're not running as wild. Like it's calm. Your mind becomes calmer.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. There's
love
also
it.
something called contemplative meditation. So mindfulness,
Oh
that's
yeah.
that's probably the main
hmm
form. That's what I did today as well. But there's also
mm
contemplative meditation, which is where you
hmm
like understand a topic to a certain degree, but
Yeah,
instead of just understanding to that certain degree, you actually think about it and you like delve further into it and grasp
yeah,
different angles
pondering.
and I was listening to a Buddhist monk which has done this for like years. He said it like builds a muscle.
Mm.
It like builds this muscle in your mind where you can like
hmm
you're just more open to like delve more into things. Like you can delve more into things a lot easier, and because you're tackling these hard tasks, then like
hmm
these hard questions we have, when it comes to everyday questions we have, and you have built this muscle, then we can solve problems a lot quicker and a lot more rationally as
Mm.
well. So
Yeah, practice
oh,
makes perfect.
practice makes
Literally.
perfect. That's it. The more you use a muscle, the
Yeah,
better it gets. So,
yeah, yeah. Like your brain functions faster, something like that.
yes, 100%. And then
hmm
maybe building the
Uh,
mind is like lighting it up. You know how it like lights up?
huh?
You
Like
know
what?
how like off
Lights
scans, like
up.
certain parts of the brain light up with certain
Oh,
activities?
oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
So maybe
hmm
building the brain is just lighting up those certain parts to build
Yeah,
that
it's
part
like
of the brain.
neurons, something like that.
56 of
Meditation.
something like that. And
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
today was
definitely
actually
feel like when I was a high schooler, like when I was in junior high school, like my brain definitely function functioned faster than it does now.
probably with that learning, smashing it.
Yeah, it was like
But
learning so much
they
things, so many
just
things. A
yeah,
lot of practice every day.
a lot of practice.
Uh, yeah,
Well, reading books and stuff should do that as well.
yeah. I
Should
said
help you
I was
learn.
such a slow reader because like I literally sometimes like when I read something, it's
Yeah,
literally playing in my mind. So in my mind, so I just read so slowly.
yeah, and that makes sense. You don't really need to be a fast reader. There's some people that read that they don't like, because I'm guessing you being a slow reader, um, you kind of say the words in your mind as you're reading it. So like you're reading a paragraph, you're like, I am to go to the forest and eat cherries, and that's kind of how we read. There's some people which
Yeah.
literally just scan the text. They don't like put it
Hmm.
in their mind. They just scan it and they understand what's being said.
Yeah. Some
I do
words are
not
just
do
so
that, by the
too
way.
beautiful.
Yeah, sometimes it's
You
nice
don't.
to like just have a story playing in your mind, you know?
Oh. So you do have to play your mind on it.
Yeah, I do what you do. I
Ah,
try to
lovely.
say it in my head, just read it. And yeah, it makes us slower readers, but it's
Yeah,
nice. It's
like
a nice
some
frame of reading.
yeah, because I just some words are just so too beautiful. Like the
Too
authors.
beautiful.
I mean, 'cause I read fictions
Yeah,
more often,
yeah,
and like the authors, they really word their text very beautifully.
that's really nice. Yeah,
Yeah,
they've like they've written it and then they've done it again. They've
yeah,
made it
yeah. The
perfect.
writing, amazing.
Yeah, that'd be cool to write a good fiction. Fiction would take so much
Yeah,
imagination. Wait, is that non-fiction?
yeah. Like they literally
Fiction,
play your heartstring.
yeah. Yeah, it's crazy the world people build as well. People make
Yeah,
their own entire worlds, galaxies even, and they just like have a story and like got systems within them. That's all just from their own mind.
exactly.
Crazy
Exactly.
stuff. Crazy stuff.
Mhm.
Yeah, today was actually quite a peaceful day. Oh, that is good. It is good to read, whether slow or
Yeah.
fast. Even though we are. Do you find you get faster at reading as you read anyway? Quite a
It's
peaceful
like
day.
it's literally like sometimes I just like
Even though we
I
are.
want to read faster. Like I think it's more like it depends on the difficulty of the text and also my decision, I guess. Like
True.
subjectively and objectively.
Yeah, no, that makes perfect sense. Some texts are difficult, and some texts take more like contemplation. Like you gotta think about them more. And then decision. Sometimes we just want to read slow, and sometimes we want to smash it. I remember it took me 4 hours to read half a book, and then the next day it took me
Mm.
half an hour to finish the second half.
Ah, yeah. It
Peaceful day
happens.
happens. Even though we were quite tired, we just yeah. Today was actually quite a peaceful day. What do you think of impermanence?
Impermanence. It's inevitable.
It's inevitable. What's inevitable? There.
What's inevitable?
What's inevitable?
I think what's inevitable?
Yeah.
I know like aging is inevitable.
Aging's
Like
inevitable. Yes.
yeah, it's like I don't know how to phrase it properly in English.
It's a tough
It's
one.
roughly like it's roughly like time is the only thing that never stops running. So it's like yeah, the change of the time is inevitable. Something like that.
Yeah, that's sick. That's good ass. I mean, that's kind of essentially it. Time never stops running. So it's about like flowing with that time, with the moment by moment. And yeah, to understand that everything's changing and everything always will change, including us and our own bodies.
Yeah.
Including the events that happen in our lives, including the feelings that we feel. It will all change.
Yeah. It's like one time, like when a moment is gone, it will never be back. Even though you like photographed it.
Yeah.
When you look at the photograph, when you look at the photo, it's not the same,
Yeah.
exactly the same thing though.
No
In a
no
way.
way. Completely
Yeah.
different. Yeah. It's like you kind of had that moment in that moment, and then you can look back in that moment and get like slight feelings around it, but it will never be the same moment.
Exactly.
Which is interesting.
Yeah.
Scary for some people, but interesting. Yeah. We were quite tired. We just were able to have the blank mind.
What did you do in those 3 days? What did you meditate
In
over?
when? Oh, these
Like
three.
day 56, 7, and 8.
I actually forget day 56 because this was last week, probably like Friday. What did we meditate about? I haven't actually listened to it yet.
You forgot day 58, which was like yesterday.
Oh no, day
You
50.
forgot what did you meditate?
Day 57 yesterday. Yeah, we did meditate, but that was more.
Ah,
I mean, you probably saw us yesterday. We were very we were just out of it. We were just out of it. Like I said, I was like, maybe I shouldn't stream because I'm gonna be so out of it. But we were like, nah, we gotta kick into gear. I don't think people care if they're out of it too much.
did you meditate like yesterday? Did you meditate
We did
before the stream or after?
meditated before, but it wasn't a very successful meditation. But
You have
meditated
to
today.
always get something.
Yeah, at the end of the day, it's kind of like a journal, those meditations. So you've got good days and bad days. He's going to meditate perfectly every day. But today was a good meditation.
Oh,
But yeah, we'll have to see. Yes, I think yesterday's was more about don't fill yourself up on too much dopamine, because then kicking back into gear, it's going to be harder because your mind's going to be jumping for some sort of
distractions?
Yeah, distraction. Yeah. That's why we ended up playing Path of Exiles, which we shouldn't be doing during Ponder Knowledge streams, but that's what addiction does to people. And then there was one.
Yeah.
You and Sean were having fun there.
Yeah, we were.
You guys are just messing with each other. It's funny.
Well, it brings.
There was one.
It brings
was like.
fun. Maybe.
Oh yeah, you've got impermanence down pat. The main thing with none of us really have impermanence down pat, because it goes deeper than. That's pretty much the base concept of everything's always we're born and we die, because time doesn't stop moving and everything's gonna change with time. There's also to look at that deeper, it's also understanding the physics of like the walls and stuff and the spaciousness inside them, or the emptiness inside them, to understand things. And I need to research this topic more, I think, because I want to truly understand it. You know how we're told things, or we know things to be true, but we haven't delved into it ourselves? That's kind of what we need to do. Maybe the physics aspect of things. Physics would be interesting, like quantum physics. But yeah, how like walls are more empty
Physics.
space than they are wall. So it's like always moving. And same with us, we're always moving. Like the atoms and everything are always ever changing, and to understand that everything is
Yeah, this topic is kind of like the change in your breakup post blog.
a change from the
kind
breakup.
of, yeah, kind of related.
True. Impermanence was in the breakup blog actually. Except impermanence is a lot deeper than, I guess, breakups.
Yeah.
Impermanence helps with breakups because it tells you that life is always changing and that we have to come into acceptance of that change and not to be surprised by it or reject it. So that it helps in that sense. Like if you lose a partner, like life changes. That's how it works.
Yeah.
So it does help. It's also about identifying the emptiness and everything, and that everything's always moving. The desks, everything. Yourself.
Yeah, actually, it's like it's nice. Like you mentioned change, in that blog, and now you elaborated like as impermanence. Yeah,
on
nice.
On the breakups blog.
Yeah, you worded as like change. Yeah, it's okay. It's not. Yeah.
Yes.
It's like everything's subject to change when we hold on to something. Yeah. Something.
More in fear of losing it. Yeah. It's definitely good in that regard. Definitely is good. Impermanence, I think, as far as I know, to flow with impermanence is to understand everything is moving, including ourselves. We're more empty space than we are person, and the atoms are always moving within us. And everything's moving with the present moment. Everything's only present, everything's only non-moving for like a second that we can't even comprehend. But if we are moving just like everything else in the world, if we are just display just as much impermanence, then it's about allowing it all to move in one motion.
Yeah.
So everything around you is moving with impermanence, it's all going to change, and you're part of that impermanence moving with everything. And you try and see the nanoseconds. I say nanoseconds, I don't even know what nanoseconds mean, but I represent it.
Yeah, I get it.
The microseconds of presence. But,
yeah, I get it.
Yeah,
it's cool. Like impermanence of self.
Impermanence of self, impermanence of all things.
Yeah. Of the others. Yeah. I saw your blog.
So the blog?
Yeah, when you were writing it in stream.
Oh yeah, happy days. Well, there's a lot more to delve into in regards to it. But we'll make the videos.
Sure.
Yeah, there's a lot. I mean, blogs these days are probably going to be a bit longer than the ones of the olden days. The olden day blogs. If that even makes sense. But so how's life been treating you? How's
life been treating me?
But yes.
Well, it tricks me sometimes.
It tricks you. Hold on. What
a
bastard. Bastard is
yeah, that's life. You gotta live with it. You gotta live with the tricks, with the tricks. With good things. Yeah, it's fine. I don't feel much about my life.
What do you mean?
It's just like I just feel my life so normal.
So normal.
It's just
mediocrity.
Nothing crazy goes on in my life. It's just like a regular.
Is that a bad thing?
Human being? I don't think it's a bad thing. I think being in a regular life is blessed, blissful.
100%.
Yeah.
Is it the
Mm-hmm.
inner feeling to like think that you can achieve more, or believe you can achieve more, or do more, or want more?
It's more like I can reach the. It's more like I can reach the standard. Standard with like the with the what's called like the your two fingers doing the. It's like not the real standard, but you know what I mean.
The standard.
Yeah.
What's standard mean? I didn't get it from the
Yeah.
two
It's just like
fingers analogy.
yeah. It's like not like the exact standard, but more like as a healthy also like healthy.
You want to meet the standard.
Yeah, I guess the standard in
You wish
my
to be healthy.
definition. Yeah, healthy,
Do you see yourself as
healthy.
healthy?
I guess so.
I guess so. What do you think in regards to your health could use
Yeah.
more work, or you would like to personally do
Oh,
work on?
I used to study European public health, and we had a whole
Yeah, they
lecture
get
on
full
what
into
how
it.
to define health.
Yeah.
Yeah, how to define health. And it's like literally, it's like the most accepted, or like just like the most definite. Just like the definition of health is literally, it's like unrealistic. It's like the complete completed state of like emotional, physical, and spiritual health, something like that. I forgot something like that. It's just like so unrealistic. But I
So
think
the
I'm
peak
more
of
like I'm
emotional,
physically,
physical, and spiritual health, or like
yeah, something like
being
that.
adept in all those
I think something like
domains.
mentally health. Yeah,
Yeah,
mentally healthy,
that
something
makes
like that.
sense.
I think I'm more. I think I'm physically fine,
Yeah,
emotionally stable,
yeah.
mentally just like mentally fine as well. Emotionally, I think I just don't have much emotion going on
Emotion,
in me.
like
Yeah,
no highs,
I don't have.
no highs or lows,
Yeah,
sort of
right.
thing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, totally like that.
it's kind of stable.
And mentally rather stable.
Yeah,
Spiritually, I don't know. I don't know anything spiritually about me, but yeah, I think I'm rather. I would say I'm a healthy human being.
yeah. I mean, you sound pretty healthy.
Yeah.
Um, those
Hmm.
domains are interesting. I think I've heard it before. It makes
Yeah.
sense. I mean, mental
Yeah.
health
So I
is, yeah,
Yeah, so I think I reached the standard that I made for myself.
yeah,
Like I definitely can make some improvement.
yeah. You
But
can always make
yeah, I think
improvements.
right,
I mean,
right.
so that's in a humanist approach. Do you know what a humanist approach is?
Yeah, I think also humanistic approach.
Yeah, so humanism is basically that people can achieve greater potential,
Mm,
but you have to take
yeah.
responsibility for
Also,
everything that you want to like overcome or you gotta work to achieve. But um, in that sense, it's like if you're healthy and you're happy, you're healthy and you're happy. If you're healthy, happy,
mhm.
but believe you want more,
Yeah,
then you can
literally
definitely
health comes
obtain more.
first.
Yeah, health comes first for sure.
Hmm.
And usually physical, yeah, you can see how all healths kind of deplete the other healths as well.
Hmm.
If you're not
Hmm.
physically healthy, then usually you're not mentally healthy. If you're not mentally healthy,
Truly happen.
sometimes you indulge in bad habits or pursue bad
Hmm.
thoughts which keep you down. And spiritual,
Yeah.
I don't know if spiritual is I mean, spiritual certainly helps someone to live a more realized, understood life. So yeah, maybe it
Yeah.
contributes. If they've done research that say that's one of the core things, then
Hmm. Like even my grandparents, they look for like spiritual comfort. Like they only do it when it's like festivals, and like when something they really can't do much about it. We just like like try to ask for bless from the ancestors, like
Yeah,
burn the incenses and yeah.
yeah. They ask for praise from the ancestors or blessedness to like
Yeah, yeah.
overcome their struggles in a sense that they can't do much about.
Right. Yes, that's what they do.
Yeah, have you done that before?
I don't do that, but like when my grandma got sick sometimes, like my grandpa would burn like like it's kind of like
Burn
the money
incense
of
is
underground.
um
Like we have like the money of the underground bank. It's like fake money, and we
yeah,
burn them to our uh passed away relatives.
yeah,
And when once yeah, and we ask them to bless us in festivals. And sometimes when my grandma got sick, my grandpa would just like do these rituals and hoping the they will bless my grandma to cure her
yeah,
in a way, you know.
yeah.
Hmm.
Is your grandma okay now?
Yeah, yeah, she is.
Maybe
It's
she
kind of
was
like
chilled.
superstitious,
Yeah,
but it's more. It's also for emotional uh comfort.
yeah,
Comfort.
no, for sure. It
Mhm.
kind of gives you hope and it gives you that sense of, hey, someone else is looking out for you as well.
Yeah,
Um, and I mean, for your grandma being sick and everything, probably a better mindset to have hope that someone's blessing you and looking out for you than to just think you're dealing with
yeah,
it all by yourself, you know? Like something to
mm,
lean on in a sense.
yeah.
That's nice.
But they also like, but
To your state
they
of
are
mind.
more practical, I guess. Practical, because like they earn every penny with their own hands,
Hmm.
and they they do the rituals like it's more like a tradition, but they don't rely on them much. Yeah,
They don't rely on it much. They're more seeking like health, like
yeah, it's
doctors
more
and
like the
stuff.
final alternative.
Right.
Hmm.
Hmm. Very interesting.
Hmm.
Um.
And also, like the traditions are fading, which is also like traditions are impermanent.
Yeah. But traditions are impermanent. Yes, everything's impermanent. But yeah, it's probably with the scientific nature of people these days as well, or like
Hmm.
they need more like physical evidence rather than like spiritual enhancement. Like a lot of people depend
Impermanent.
on evidence, like instead of mythology these
Yeah,
days.
right.
Yeah,
True. Uh, this word is just so
hmm.
weird. Impermanence.
Impermanence. Yeah, we'll definitely delve into that
Yeah.
crazy little concept, honestly.
Hmm.
But yeah, it's interesting. A lot of people do need evidence based. That's why I was kind of agnostic.
Yeah.
Do you know what agnostic is?
Agnostic.
Yeah, agnostic.
Like it's like the existence of God is like you cannot say it exists, but you cannot say it doesn't exist, right?
Yeah, I mean that's probably more spot on than my depiction of it.
I think like at least I know I'm agnostic,
Yeah,
definitely.
my depiction in the past was always and this is the past. I probably got a new
Of the
depiction now.
past.
My depiction
Hmm.
in the past
Ah,
was
okay.
yeah probably more agnostic. Like I believe there's some sort of higher power, but I need evidence of what it is. These days, it's more like I believe in a higher power, but I believe it to be beyond any comprehension that we have. To the extent, like, I don't know if religion on its own can depict something that
I get what you mean.
is the creator of all of existence and everything that we have. It's like a book's not gonna, human writing is not gonna be able to depict that. Maybe parts of it, but yeah. I believe it's like the universal key, the universal law that's beyond our comprehension.
Yeah. But I think as long as it's like a human being's perception is always altered.
Altered, yeah.
Like how humans perceive. Yeah, it's like your comprehension is like very much up to you. And
100%.
if you're in a very powerful position, you could literally define things. Yeah, something like that. Like how you perceive it, and you tell the others.
Yeah, for sure. It's crazy how everything's in our perception. So our manifestation of whatever we believe is usually through some form of what we've been brought up on, what we've learned over time, the things we attach ourselves to, like religions and stuff. If someone's brought up on religion and then they find key parts of the religion which they can relate and identify with, then that's all still perception, it's still perception that we've crafted over our lifetimes. Which means where's the real realization, I guess.
True.
It's like attaching meaning to everything.
Oh, attachment of meaning.
Attachment of meaning. We attach meaning to everything. It's probably what causes most of our problems as well. It's like group identities. We attach meaning to one group that we conform with, and then we attach a more derogatory meaning or like a lesser meaning to another group that we compete with. Interesting.
Your necklace.
For
your necklace.
What was that?
Your necklace? Is that called necklace?
Ah, this one.
Yeah.
Yes, guess how much
it's kind of delayed.
Guess how much it is.
Wait, you got it from Japan, right?
Yeah.
You told me about it. Now I recall.
Yeah, probably I definitely have mentioned the price before. Maybe.
The price? I actually don't remember the price. I only remember it was from Japan.
Yes, from Japan. It's like $20.
The
cheap.
It's like souvenirs, right?
Yeah, it's kind of like a souvenir. I lost my silver chain in Japan, so I bought
you told me.
Yeah, unfortunately.
You told me.
But
yeah.
But yeah, my friends have gold chains, which are worth like 1,000 or whatever. I was like, I want a gold chain, but I don't really want to spend 1,000 on it, so I got a little cheapy one.
I'm just not into those jewelries in general.
The jewelries, yeah. Do you wear any jewelry? It was like
no, I don't. Like, I guess it's
when we had
it's like greatly about my grew up, like my culture. Like I'm personally more into like jade pieces.
Jade pieces, yeah. Yes. Like the little stones.
Yeah, right.
Do you have multiple? Do you just collect or just have jade pieces, or do you collect like all the other ones?
It's like, when I was a kid, my mom, she bought me a jade piece. It's like a necklace, but it's like it has a you know Buddhist avatar. It's like the female Buddha. Like it's
Bodhisattva.
yeah, something Buddhist
Bodhicitta.
avatar.
The one with the C.
Yeah,
Bodhicitta.
I think it's like the one with the BA.
Yeah, he's spelling. Kind
Yeah.
of. Bud. Bodhisattva? I don't know.
Yeah, something like that. I guess. And it's just like
This lady?
I think it's BUD. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's not. It's like a general term for all the female
Right.
Buddhas. Yeah, yeah.
And you had one
And
of
it was
these.
it just like yeah, it just like has a like it's like inscript. Uh, it's just like it's shaped like this. And I was wearing it for the most of my childhood.
Yeah.
It's nothing. It's nothing about my religion. It's just like I don't have a religion actually,
You just
and it's just like
enjoyed having
I
it.
just wear it for bless. Yeah.
Yeah, happy days. It's awesome.
Yes. And other than that, I don't have any jewelry. I was thinking about getting some like earrings, but more like just silver rings,
Silver
like
rings.
nothing fancy. Yeah,
Yeah, silver
I
rings
want to
are
get
really nice.
punch
Yeah.
a few holes in my ears.
Here's my silver ring.
Yeah, but I'm thinking about it. I may do it in the future, but yeah, can't guarantee.
Can't guarantee getting holes in your ears.
Right, I can't. I may do it, but I may
Probably.
not. I'm not sure.
Yeah, well, yeah,
If I'm gonna, oh, I saw it. Do you have
who's treating us
like
poorly
the
to be.
like punch any holes in your ears?
I wouldn't. I mean, I've almost in the past, I think. People told me to.
Mm.
Um,
Told you to.
yeah, people told me, yeah, it'd be
Who,
good.
Sean?
Different people.
Uh,
My ex once.
yeah, I was like, either I wouldn't get any, or I'll get like three on my three on the right ear, two on the left ear.
Yeah, you're gonna pimp
Either I
out the
wouldn't get
ears.
any, or I'll get five at once.
5 at once.
Yes.
Gee whiz. And get,
Yeah.
and get a nose piercing as well.
It's gotta be it's like some major change in my life. I'll do it.
Yes, dramatic changes. Gotta change your
Right.
whole how you look as well.
Possibly.
Yeah, I don't know. They look a bit of a mish. Like
Mish?
earrings, mish means mission, which means it looks like
Ah,
a bit of work to like upkeep. Because I always see like people
yeah,
getting like ear infection or like pussy ears or like
yeah,
dried ears and stuff. Like yeah, I
yeah.
prefer not to have to deal with that.
My grandma has those like she wears earrings, but like
Yeah,
they grow back uh if she doesn't wear them for a long time.
yeah, it grows back, and you gotta get your ears
Mm-hmm.
re-pierced.
Punch.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
pierce,
think
right,
Sean.
piercings.
If you look at
Hmm.
Sean, I mean, you don't really.
Huh?
If you see Sean, he used to have pierced ears.
He used to have.
Yeah, he used to have earrings,
I don't know
but
about
I don't
that.
think. Yeah, I think his ears are fully grown back now because I don't recall seeing earrings unless we're just not paying attention to it. Alter
Yeah.
your disc.
Uh, it's just on my to-do list, but I may not do it.
Yes, maybe, maybe not. It's the moral of the story.
Right.
It doesn't happen till it happens.
True. 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 True.
Doop, doop, doop.
So are you still planning to go to Canada before it becomes a state of work?
Technically, if we were to go to Canada,
Yeah.
they say it's extremely expensive. I would have to go by March because that's when this person I follow does is taking like some people to go on like a meditation retreat, which is what I'd be going
How long?
for.
How long is it?
Probably like
How long
two.
is
I'd
it?
probably go for like 2 weeks or something.
Oh,
But the
okay.
thing is, like in my current position, I can't afford it. All honesty. Unless I
Does
was
he
like to
charge you a
save.
lot?
No, he
Does
would.
he
He,
charge
he
you a
wouldn't
lot?
charge anything. It's more just the Canada flights. Apparently, it's 2K there.
Ah,
Wait, 2K flights.
yes. Yeah, it doesn't.
I
It's
mean,
not
maybe.
that.
Cause yeah.
I mean, it's not that worthy if it's like if it's that much. Like
Not
the
worth it.
flight. Yeah, I see.
Well,
I
it
wouldn't
could be
spend that
worth
much
it.
money.
That's what I'm tossing up. Like maybe if we're in the position, yeah. Because I don't know, it definitely would be an experience. It'd
Hmm.
probably be the only opportunity to really, yeah,
Any
experience it.
similar events in Australia?
Yeah, that's what that too as well. There's probably
Hmm.
retreats going on all around us, which we
Hmm.
could participate in.
Yeah, I think
Um,
it's more about, or maybe Hong Kong, because like they also speak English. Some of them speak English there, and they are. I think they are more Christian in general, but I think some of them are also um, Buddhism. I guess.
yeah, Hong Kong could work. India too. India would be cheap, and
Mm.
they probably have the
Oh,
most
India.
profound
Yeah,
Buddhists.
I don't know if it's safe. I don't know. I don't say things. I don't judge. Oh,
Not a fan of India.
yeah. I wouldn't say I am. Unfortunately.
Nice. First section edited.
Mm. TBH, huh?
Mm-hmm.
TBH.
To the edge. That's it.
Yeah, yeah.
Always looking at
TBH.
windows before we start recording. Let me get a quick drink. Give
Oh,
me two
yeah, sure.
seconds and go bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
Then I'll be back.
Take your time.
We're back.
Yay, welcome back.
Yay.
What's on your bed? Is that a magazine?
It's a book. It's a book I'm currently reading.
Ah, okay.
It's called King, Warrior, Magician, Lover. It's mostly about. I haven't read much of it, but it seems to just be about appropriate. I think it's got masculinity. It's about turning the boy into the man, but it's about more like healthy values, I guess.
Nice. What does it say in the book?
I've only read a little bit. Essentially, it's like there's a lot of boy men, which are so caught up in like unhealthy habits that make them feel man-like anger and like resenting others and like stuff like that, like depicting enemies and trying to seek dominance over people and all of that sort of stuff, and how it's like just childish behavior at the end of the day, and it more depicts that like, you know, we gotta look after other people and stuff like that. So yeah, it's kind of good in that regard. Because yeah, I do believe that people that aren't looking out for one another are not really like pursuing stuff correctly, or like it's gonna cause them their own torment, I guess.
Oh, it's not that bad to be a man child. I would say that.
A man child.
It's not that bad to be a man child.
No, it also expresses that we should always have that childhood nature within us. Like, be childlike, have fun and stuff, be goofy. You should always be like creative and like exploratory and curious and all of that. It says you should always keep those aspects, but it's not like you should always keep that boy nature. But I think it's just about knowing how to pursue the world without going against it and the people in it, sort of thing. Because a lot of people can form the belief that like they have to like defeat others, overcome others. They're jealous of people that are in high positions. They look down upon people in lower positions. And I don't know, it's just like, it's not very accommodating, you know? It can be kind of selfish in that regard.
Right. Yeah, it happens.
I'll read more of it and I'll let you know. I'll read more and I'll let you know what it says.
Yeah, okay.
We've only been doing like half an hour of reading in the mornings because we keep waking up late. But we'll get there. It's always the it's always the weekends.
Yeah, unless the weekend is an excuse. It's an excuse.
With what?
It could be
an excuse.
Yeah, you'll be forgiven.
No, it shouldn't.
Yeah.
I'd rather
get up early?
Yeah, fix the sleeping pattern and keep it fixed for one. Because then we're like, you know, you're just functioning a lot better.
Yeah,
that healthiness, that healthy lifestyle you're talking about. When you're functioning better, then you're getting more stuff done and you're speaking to others with a clearer mindset. Like yesterday, I could barely speak, I thought. And I didn't like that feeling. I don't like the feeling that if like someone was to join the stream and like ask for assistance in a domain, that my brain's not working enough that I can't answer, you know. That's kind of how I was feeling yesterday. So I think that's where the pursuit of healthy habits comes in, where be in a healthy state so that you can be healthy for self and others. But yeah, the weekends
It's okay.
I'd much rather like do streaming and stuff on the weekends as well,
Mm.
and like meditate and read on the weekends, which yeah I do. But some weekends, like the last weekend, was just with friends a lot. Um, and
Drinking?
yeah, we had some drinks, had some other stuff,
Mm.
and and then
And other
yes,
stuff.
you kind of
What
fry
are
the
the
brain.
other stuff?
Hmm. It was mentioned yesterday.
I don't know.
But yes.
Oh, uh, yeah, the viper,
The Viper? Not the vape. Oh yeah, the
vapor.
Viper. No, some other stuff.
Oh, oh yeah, I
Um,
know. Yours already got rid of.
yeah, like the green leaf type of stuff.
Okay. Yeah,
But
it's fine. It's fine.
yeah, it's fun. It is fun, and as long as you're having fun, it's enjoyable. But when it comes to like, yeah, you don't wanna be building yourself through the week, and like
Mm-hmm.
yeah, obtaining this good mentality and good mindset and everything just to destroy it on the weekends. Even though you don't really destroy it, just it'd be a lot easier to build through the week, continue building through the weekend, and then go into the next week instead of
Yeah, pursuing
building during the
permanence
week,
in.
throwing yourself on the weekend, and then coming back to Monday and trying to like reset and recalibrate and regain where you were last week. If that makes
Yes,
sense.
pursuing permanence in routines.
Yes. Because back in the day, we used to drink a lot. Not these days. I mean, these
Oh,
days we still drink, but back in the day we used to like get pretty ham, and then like the week is just recovering from crazy weekends, which is not the lifestyle to live. It's been 3 days
yeah,
since our last meditation.
I just don't drink, so I don't have the kind of
Smart choice.
reflection, but it's
Smart
fine.
choice. There's
Yeah.
nothing better than your own mind without substances constantly changing it. But if you're gonna have substances,
Yeah.
continue to change it in good ways at least. Meditation. And
Yeah.
over those 3 days,
Include.
we indulged in quite a lot of dopamine
Do you miss your
hits.
childhood?
Do I miss my childhood? Yeah,
You do.
it was a fun childhood. I don't miss it, I wouldn't say. I like this day and age as well, but could certainly go back to it and have fun. And if we knew what we knew today, there'd be a lot more things, I guess, obviously. But yeah, pretty much in primary school, I was like confident, or yeah, I was just confident and had faith in myself, I guess. And then throughout high school, we had different living circumstances. Parents had broken up, and then one house was like really accommodating, and the other house kind of looked down on me a little bit. So, and then I lost my confidence.
Oh,
But that's everyone in high school, isn't it?
oh.
Everyone loses something. And then coming out of that a few years ago, probably like 20 years old, after my first breakup, that's when I started to like realize myself again. And then it's funny because when you start to realize yourself again, you revert back to, you become more of your primary school self than your high school self again. At least that's what I felt. I've heard of other people feeling the same thing. They like revert back to more their innate self, more than the self they formed through high school and stuff. And we did.
Yeah,
Reverting back to that boy nature.
yeah, I kind of, right. I kind of had the same similar things in high school,
Yeah.
but yeah, I guess I could feel it. I could understand you. I guess.
Yeah, what happened with you? If it's too
It's just,
personal, you don't have to.
I guess it's like I don't know, maybe know that same in Asian and Australian, or just like Asian and white in general. But I think like born as a guy in China is already rather blessed, rather blissful.
Rather
So
blissful.
like my people, yeah, I
Do you say
guess
blissful?
like born as a yeah rather blissful, born as a being male in China, like something like that. I
Was
guess
that
like
blissful?
I'm a guy.
Yeah.
Oh, well, it
Well, what
is
did.
in a way, I guess.
Yeah.
So like when I grew up, people around me, I guess I guess I, like when I was a kid, like people around me, they always say, "Oh, this kid looks so good. He's uh, like he has a like he's well fed or whatever, something like that."
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
funny though, yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Um, and so I was always quite confident because my grandparents, they gave me a lot of love,
Yeah.
and I just don't, cause like I was born in a village. I was not exposed to a lot of things,
Yeah.
either good or bad. Like I had
Mm.
a small world, and it was filled with my grandparents and a few of my friends and cartoon and
It's like
like
quite
running
accommodating.
on the field, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
Running around
pretty
on the
good.
field.
It was yeah, it was pretty good. Um, so my childhood was like awesome, I would say. And junior high school, like, cause like it, and the thing was like, cause I was born in a village, I never went to a big city or a city in general,
Yeah.
and
Lots
all
of
I
people.
know about the city was like on the TV. So
Wow.
went to the town, the high school in the town,
Yeah.
and I thought the life in junior high school would be like at least similar to those on the TV. But
Yeah.
no, that's not the same. Some students were really annoying.
Mm.
Like they had bad manners, and they like, 'cause it was in a town, so people don't even speak Mandarin. We just use our dialect. That was like one of the
Dialect.
major shocks I had.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah, and also, so I finished it. I went to. It was pretty good. Like dating, whatever. Even if it's not
Yeah. Junior
encouraged, it
high
was
was
not
okay.
encouraged. Yeah, it was not encouraged, and it was very
Not
strict. Like,
encouraged.
yeah, it was like
Not
you gotta like
do any work.
you gotta like be at the classroom by 6:40, and like you can only leave at like 10:30 p.m., something like that. But it was
Wait,
pretty
what?
fun because everyone around you, like you have to like, so it's basically from so junior high school, you have to be in school from 6:40 to 11:20, and to from
11:20 p.m. Did you say?
2:30. No, it's like from 6:40 a.m. to 11:40 or
Oh yeah.
11:30 a.m.
Oh yeah.
and
I thought you
from
said p.m. I was like, that's
one
insane.
thirty. No, that's high school.
Yeah.
And
Okay. Okay. Whoa.
from from 1:30 p.m. or 2:30 p.m. to like I would say 10:30 p.m., something like that. But everyone around you doing the same, were doing the same thing, so it
Yeah.
was fine. And high school is like having a date someone really bad, like he and like and sound like that was not even a relationship, but like my confidence kind of got striked.
By this
Uh,
relationship.
yeah, in a way, I would say, and that's like that was just so bad. Like I was totally shattered in a way because
Mm.
kind of felt like I overvalued the other one too much,
Yeah,
and
you
I
would have
was
been
like,
investing a lot
no, I
too. Yeah.
value. Yeah, 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 right. I was like, oh, that was not okay. And I just like, and also was because senior high school was way too stressful. I was like, I don't want to study. I don't want to be with this person anymore. I don't want to be surrounded. I don't want to be around this person.
Mm.
So, and I kind of like, I want to quit. I don't want to study here anymore.
Yeah, you're kind of ready
I
to
just like, I
give
told
it
my
all up,
dad,
sort of thing. Yeah.
yeah, I told my dad I want to change the view. I want to move to somewhere else. And
Mm.
he just said, oh, you maybe just move with me. I was like, yeah, yeah. I left the town.
You went with your dad.
Yeah, it was more like, yeah, something like that. It was more like, yeah, confidence got shattered. Not shattered, but got like diminished
Yeah, you like
in
it's like
high
a
school.
reset. You're living life,
Yeah,
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 just
literally
stuff pans out and
the
it
first
destroys
semester of
us.
my high school. That was so bad.
Really, first semester. Yeah,
Yeah, it was like October October 1st, 2017.
yeah, and it
Yeah,
was to the point you just didn't want to be in that environment anymore. Like
that
you
was like
needed,
when it happened.
yeah. So did your dad?
Like the event when the incident happened.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. I moved with my dad in like 2018, and then
2018.
high school. Yeah, I graduated in
Nice.
2020,
How was the second round of high
and I
school?
got it was pretty 'cause like the it was a pretty small campus. Like
Yeah,
we didn't have many students there.
yeah,
So it was a rather small community for students,
that's
but we
nice.
were very close. We had a good time,
That's awesome. Yeah.
and at that, yeah, I started to having American teachers at that point. So I was like spend more time learning English
Mm.
back then, and then the program it got kind of like canceled. Uh, but we got transferred to another campus by the managers. It was pretty decent. It was rather chill, but
Yeah.
like also we did study a lot to get to get a bachelor
Right.
citation done.
So you converted to another
Yeah.
campus, but it required a lot of study. Hello, Floki, by the way.
Oh, good.
Yes, Floki's in the chat. What are you up to?
Hi, we here
Um,
like swimwear.
like swimwear, yes. We are in the Discord chatting with Zupang, and he's
Hopping. Do you
telling
wanna
us
hop in? Do you wanna hop in?
about his upbringing,
High
I guess,
school.
or like yeah, his journey through. We were kind of talking about earlier how our high school selves we can kind of lose
Very.
ourselves a little bit, like we lose our
Mm-hmm.
identity or we form a false identity, and then yeah, you can join Floki.
Sure,
Um,
sure. He can join us.
and then yeah, and then how we revert back to
But
our first
now we are
ones.
good. I guess we good. I
Yes.
guess.
So you
Yeah.
chose to move to Hungary on your own
Mm-hmm.
accord. Like that was your choice, or did you move with someone?
What's up?
What's
Oh my
that?
god. Way to wake everyone
How
up,
we
mate.
doing?
Yes, we are
We
good,
did
Mr. Flakey.
good.
How are
We
you doing
did.
today? How are you
Doing
doing?
alright, love.
Doing
And you?
alright? Wonderful, mate, wonderful.
Good.
We've, yeah, we've had a good morning. We've talked about impermanence. We've talked about lives
Very good.
and all
Huh?
sorts of things. Yes. We're currently
Lovely
going through
play.
Zupeng's life. Well, we're talking about
Yes, I see.
we're talking about how when you start to become, we talk about how you have a wonderful childhood, like primary school life, and then you go into high school and you kind of can lose yourself a little bit. Well, it's
Right.
fun, but you kind of like you've heard my story, Floki, before ages ago.
Oh,
But you kind of like go through stuff and you lose
I
your
did,
confidence
yeah, I remember.
and yeah, stuff like that. And then when you come out of that and when you start to realize yourself, you kind of revert back and feel more like your childhood self than your high school self. And Zupeng was going through his
yeah.
story and how he kind of felt the same
Puberty.
thing. Puberty.
I see.
And or anything else over the weekend. Yes. What are your takes on that?
And I remember my high school experience.
You don't remember?
Well,
or
high
you
school,
do?
and like just in general, or like
In general,
on
of
what?
reverting back to prior self or high school self and the difficulties it beholds.
And the difficulties.
I mean, it wasn't
well,
very difficult.
Honestly,
I was addicted to games.
I was.
Solved all difficulties.
Well, yeah.
But yes, go.
Yeah, true that. Well, for me, how I like the question, as in like the difficulties and whatnot, of course, I think it's kind of common that a lot of people dwelled in a lot of sadness during those years, because that's around the time when you hit puberty. A lot of hormones, a lot of confusion, whatever. Everything sucks.
Everything's brutal.
And so,
Oh,
indeed,
yeah.
that's my take on it anyway. But I mean, how I like solved that shit. I mean, obviously I got bullied and whatever, but I just beat people up really.
You were bullied and you were
Or
Yeah,
like those
man.
people that like talk shit about them.
Yeah, you bash them up.
No, not really.
So you formed strength.
Not really.
Through
I just
that?
challenged them to a 1v.
1v1.
Yeah.
Boxing match.
Well, yeah.
That's sick as.
For real.
Didn't they used to
That's
do
how
that
we
in
did.
Tribe Leader? You have to 1v1
Yeah.
the
Just
boss.
letters.
Mm.
Don't they do that in certain customs?
Bro, I was far from a leader, bro. I was a nobody.
Maybe
through
you
all
beat
of
up enough people.
school.
Maybe one of them was a tribal leader.
Custom.
So technically you're a
Yeah.
tribal leader now. There was
That depends on who you ask, I guess. To me, no.
maybe we should internet. Did the stream go down?
Ah, that's why.